I came to Stanford for what I was told and what I found from my research to be the best clinical and technical training that you can get and the great research opportunities that exist here.
Stanford offered, I thought, the best of kind of everything that I was looking for. So I knew that I wanted to do research. I knew I wanted to do academic surgical research, and Stanford has, such a strong track record with research and so many opportunities to collaborate and work across different departments. And then second, I also knew that I wanted a very strong, clinical training, and Stanford definitely offers that. And I think third and most important was I did do a sub-I here, so I got a chance to experience, the people and the teamwork. And I think, because you're going to be spending 5-7 years with people, probably like the most time out of anybody in your life, including family. So I think it's so important that the people that you spend time with are people that you're going to want to work with, and Stanford definitely had that.
I did a sub-I here at Stanford, and I was just so impressed by the clinical volume here and the experience that the residents appeared to have. But one thing that really struck out to me was that the faculty seemed really involved and present with the residents. I think that the residents were given a good amount of autonomy, and the attendings really focused on making sure that that each resident was being pushed more further along to their professional goals. I thought that the Stanford attendings were very kind. I don't think we're not on a first name basis, maybe like at some other programs, but I felt like that all the residents were treated with respect, which I really admired.
Well, why did I come to Stanford? Why not? I would say I've been at Stanford for over a decade. I came here for undergrad and played soccer for the NCAA Division I soccer team, and then stayed on for medical school and continued on for residency. So I really haven't, the decision to come to Stanford was made a number of times, and I kept making it over and over. It's really hard to find a better combination of academics and athletics in undergrad, and then truly academic surgery within residency. It's really harder to find a better place to train to be a surgeon as well as to be a well-rounded academic surgeon.
I was looking for a place where I could integrate my training as both an engineer as well as a physician. And there are not that many places in the world, not many programs at all, that have the institutional knowledge of how to integrate, or rather how to take an idea and scale that idea to thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of patients. But Stanford is a place like that, especially with the biodesign program.
I was born and raised in New Jersey, and I went to medical school on the East Coast. I've never actually lived or been out west before. It was always just this kind of crazy pipe dream of mine. You always see those commercials about California, everyone's surfing and happy, and it's always sunny out. People are so nice. So I decided to do a sub-internship here for plastic surgery. And I just loved it so much when I came over here. It was almost exactly how I had imagined it for so many years. A lot of times I wanted to come out here for undergrad and for medical school, but my family is all on the East Coast, so it was tough to do at that time. But I think this was a good time to, pick up and be an adult and go somewhere that I've always wanted to go. So yeah, like when I came over here, it was just exactly that. Everyone was outside and tan, and there's a lot of things to do around California, and people are genuinely very happy, and there's so many resources that Stanford itself is surrounded by. Like we have the biodesign whole complex right next to the building. We have the undergrad. Basically, Stanford is like its own little city here, which functions amazingly on its own. So I thought it was very nice to be invited to be a part of the Stanford community.
I was an undergraduate here, and I loved my undergraduate experience. I got my master's degree here. So in the back of my head, it was somewhere that I had always wanted to come back to. But when I was a fourth-year medical student, I had the opportunity to do a sub-I with Dr. Norton, and it was an extraordinary experience. I loved it. That month was amazing. Really, both confirmed the fact that I wanted to go into surgery, but also, really, I felt like this was an amazing place that I would love to train. Research facilities are obviously extraordinary as well, which was always in the back of my mind because I I'd done research here with Dr. Wapner previously, and I knew that I wanted to do additional laboratory research during my residency. So those things all taken together certainly made me want to come back here. And I was thrilled to match here at the time.
When I was a medical student, I had a pretty unique opportunity to go to France and work on this program focused on biodesign. And some of the faculty that help out over there are Stanford faculty. And so when I was picking places to do rotations and where to apply to, the biodesign facility here was something that was really attractive. And then our plastic surgery residency has a year out where we spend time either doing research or other professional development things. So it's a potential time away from clinical duties to dive into that.
I think it's hard this year with COVID to interview and to find a place where you fit in, because I feel that a big part of interviewing is the gut feeling that you get when you visit a place. So you can't really get that over video. And so I encourage you to reach out to us, reach out to our program, our residents. We're available to talk to you and available to chat over the phone or have a FaceTime. And I think this is probably the closest you can get to kind of getting a feeling of what our program is. I feel that, you know, graduating this year, I'm going to be literally the best trained surgeon that I could be, and I've made it through while creating a very cohesive group of friends and family, and feel like I'm getting out of the other end both well trained but also very mindful of what it means to be a surgeon.
It's a unique program. It's a flexible program. It's a thoughtful program. And if you have an idea and a sense of what you want to do, you can accomplish that here.